EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On play action, Rodgers to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Rams will try and pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go now on 1st and goal. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run with Gibbs. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Dragons 0. Brett Maher is set.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down to the 42, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd down and 8.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good one there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And now they'll shift things around. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Gibbs straight ahead. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Gibbs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. To throw here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Dragons 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a strong run there as they'll take this all the way down to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 25, here's second down and 1. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Ready.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than when they're trying to get better on offense.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Looking to to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 14. It's complete to Diggs. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 60 yards. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 24, Dragons 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Street. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they rattle off a big one. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go. Shot. Mustang 19. Cowboy 80.
McCaffrey, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Okay, break. Pioneer.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Got it. Ready?
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just